What up, peeps? I want to go out and I think I don't know what the hell it is, July 29th or 30th. I think it's the 30th, whatever. Saturday, I know that. But it's like not too bad today, man. It's been blazing. And humidity's down today, so I said, you know what, I'm going to go get what I had to get done. I've been super busy with work and other things, and I want to get a few more cameras out. And I talked to my buddy Jason yesterday, and he says, let's put some here and there, and I agreed. So here we go. Check us out, man. Years and years ago, that's a corner. And I'm always saying about some kind of breakup in a transition would probably cause bedding if it's thick enough. Or it'll cause, them to travel that. They like to travel that. So with that said, excuse me, it's hot. And if you notice, there's a scrape here on the ground. I can't really turn the camera. The camera is leaning against a tree, so take my word for it, there's a scrape down there. But these licking branches are outside of the rut, in my opinion, the most important thing you need to look at. If you know a scrape in a secluded area that's not open, don't leave it out, because look at these branches above it. They'll still hit that all year long. Look at these branches. I don't want to touch it, but they're eating the leaves off of the branches. If you notice, there's a leaf here, leaf here. I know my stink's all over anyway, but these little stems are bit off on both of these branches where they ate the leaves off of there. So, guys, the little things you need to pay attention, especially right now, because these bucks that are coming through here, I had a couple really good bucks that I wanted to go after last year, but I just couldn't. But they're bedding about probably 300, 250 yards, like that way behind me, and they're traveling this route from big field that way, and they're coming by here. They were coming by here probably right before first light, like maybe a half hour before first light. Not legal shooting time, but I don't care about getting videos or pictures day or night. If I get pictures during the day, that's great. I know I'm near bedding, especially in the afternoon and especially in the morning, because they're not going far. But this time of year, these bucks are moving around till late morning. They really are. I see bucks in my backyard probably all the way up to 9, 10 o'clock sometimes. But once that first 2 weeks of the season is over with and there's a little bit of pressure on them, they're back in their beds in the morning. Most of them way before first light, probably a half hour, 45 minutes to an hour before first light. So that's when I quit usually hunting mornings. I'll hunt the mornings the first couple weeks, and that's about it. And but these are the things outside of the rut you need to look at. And then during the rut, if this is open, you need to get close to that bedding if it's thick enough, because this specific bedding area will not be thick enough for these bucks to bed in, because the leaves and the vegetation, they wither away as the cold weather comes. So this is a seasonal bedding area. It's summertime and early fall bedding area, because it's thick. And once that thick goes, like I said, you're not going to bed there. So you need to find that next bedding area that's thick enough to house them. So that's the trick, man. So keep that in mind. So scrapes known in along transitions or breakups in transitions, look at the licking branch outside of the rut. And if it's bit or messed with, something's going by there. And don't worry about the pictures that you get daylight, or you're getting pics, and then you can narrow it down to where they're coming from or where they're going, what time you can get in there, especially if it's consistent pics or consistent videos day after day, or even 3-4 times a week. You could pretty much narrow it down and at least get your eyes on them, most likely. So keep that in mind. Thanks. Sorry, I dropped you. Now we set that camera way in there, I don't know, a few hundred yards now, 300 yards, a few hundred yards. And these deer are traveling down these pines, and they don't care when they're traveling, and they're cutting across this access into bedding areas. See how they're using this access road to monitor humans, hunters, and they will. Bedding area is probably down in there. Excuse the camera. It's probably down in there a couple 100 yards. But don't think they can't see us up in here walking down this road, or hear us, or smell us if that's the case, which most of the time their window are back. But they're going to see or smell us coming through this, walking into this woods. There's ain't many guys anymore hunt these right on the edge of these access roads. They're just, we've learned that throughout the years that that's a big no-no. So we walk into this thick stuff, find the first open area, and set up. Where the problem is, boom, your hunt's over as soon as you walk in this access road, then walk inside of this, because they see you or hear you and they're gone. Keep that in mind. That's a scouting trip I went out on about a month ago, and man, we've been waiting for a southwest wind in there. That trail camera data we collected from in there, you need a west or a southwest wind in there for them deer to come through there. And to be honest with you, I hunted there last week. I missed a big doe, man, big old slickhead, and it just got really late, and I want to fill the freezer, and dead up missed, man. So just tough night. What are you gonna do? It happens to everybody. So that licking branch has been used for 2 years now, and we have footage for 2 years of that licking branch being hit by several bucks, and most of it's nighttime, so it tells me we're a little bit away from bedding. So, but that, like I said in the video, who cares? He's traveling there. So now it's time to narrow it down to where's he going, where's he coming from, and then you can, like I said, really narrow down and tweak where you're going to sit at. But like I said, I sat over this camera just for an observation shit last week, and I had a few does come out. One was just a slammer, man, and I thought I hit a twig, and I dead up missed, man. So here's that footage right here. She got me looking, man. But it happens to us. It happens. Whatever. It was a great hunt. No bucks that night, but them does come through. There was another doe. I think there was 3 does in there, but that was a big girl. But shit happens, man. But hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned. I got a lot of hunts coming up, a lot of stuff, scouting, whatever it is. I try to. Yeah, it's October 3rd. I really try to focus on a lot of stuff on getting guys on deer outside of the rut, but I'm going to have some rut stuff coming up. I'm going to try to get in the woods and try to show what to look for and what not to look for, and where to hunt and where not to hunt during the rut. So, guys, stay tuned. I really apologize for my non-presence on my channel for a while. I've been trying to keep up and really busy. I just life shit happens, work, this, that, and the other thing, but I'm going to start picking back up again, and stay tuned, guys. Thanks for your support. Love you guys. And as usual, subscribe and like to the book sack. Peace.